Hello and welcome to this My Theme Shop video tutorial. Over the next couple of minutes I'm going to be showing you how to set up the WP notification bar plugin, which is a plugin which allows you to add custom notifications and alerts to your WordPress site. So the first thing to do is to download and install the plugin. So you'll want to head over to the My Theme Shop member area at mythemeshop.com/go/member. If you scroll down there on your active premium resources, then you want to expand WP notification bar and click download plugin files. I'm just going to save that to my desktop, and then you want to head over to your WordPress dashboard and go to plugins and then add new and then upload plugin, and we're just going to choose file and then select the zipped file you've just downloaded. So I want to select WP notification bar.zip. Then want to click install now, and WordPress is then going to upload the plugin onto your site and then install it. And once that has completed, you just need to click activate plugin in order to activate the plugin. And upon doing that, you're going to see that on the bottom left, you've got a new section on your menu, which is notification bars. And it's there we're going to control how the notification bars show up on our site. So if we just click on that, then we're going to see we have an area here where we can manage the notification bars. And to add your first one, you just need to click add new. You can then add a title. I'll just go for notification 1. That's just for your own purposes. That's not going to show up on your site. And you're going to see here you've got 4 sections here, 4 tabs. You've got general, content, style, and conditions. I'm just going to show you through the first one, which is general. You'll see the first option is whether to have a hide or close button or no button at all. So that's going to display on your notification bar and allow visitors to either toggle the notification bar open and close, or whether to just close it after they've read the message once, or whether to have no button displaying so the notification bar will show up at all times. I'm going to set mine to toggle, and you can see here I have an option to choose an icon. So I'm just going to have a close icon there and an open icon, but you can choose between all of these icons, and perhaps you might wish to have one which suits the content you've got in your notification bar. You can also set your content width. I know mine is 1170. If you don't know this figure, which you might be able to find in your themes documentation, then head over to the My Theme Shop support forum at community.mythemeshop.com, and one of the support team will be able to help you out with that. You can also change the padding, which is how much pad there is around the notification bar. So 10 pixels should be fine. And you can choose whether to have a fixed or an absolute position. So what that's going to do is fixed is going to fix the notification bar at the top of your page. And if you scroll down, it's going to remain on top of the page. Whereas absolute is just going to have the notification bar at the top of the page. And if you scroll down, then it's going to disappear. So I'm going to have mine fixed. And if I then click publish and then head over to our live site, then we're going to see that we've got this notification bar added. And if we scroll down, it's going to stay there. We also have this close icon and an open icon, so that is displaying there. You'll see though we haven't got any content displaying on our notification bar, and that's because we haven't added any yet. And to do that, we just need to head to the next tab, which is the content tab. And you're going to see along the content tab that you've got all of these different options for creating and adding content in your notification bar. First option is a text and a link button. For example, you may wish to have a notification bar encouraging users to get in contact with you. So we might have some text which says get in contact with us, and then a link button, and then our link text might say contact us here, and then the URL might go to just our website /contact. And you can see there you've got the option to choose between whether this is a button or just a link. So if I just update our notification bar and refresh our site, you're going to see we've added this text here, and we have get in contact us here. Or if we change that link to a button, then it's going to create a button. I'll just update that and refresh. And you can also see what that looks like. So that's now displaying as a button. Next up though is posts. Here you can use the notification bar to display a number of recent posts which will scroll across. For example, you might wish to say, visit these posts, and you can choose a number. 5 is fine for me. Tick or untick this to display a post thumbnail. And you can also choose whether to show recent, related, custom posts, custom categories, or custom tags. So recent or related, you can just tick those. Custom posts, you need to enter a comma-separated list of post IDs. You can find your post IDs by going to Posts, and then if you hover over the URL on the bottom left there, you're going to see that there's a number, which is post equals 25 in that URL. Those are the post IDs. So you can see that's 26 and 24. And you would just enter a comma separated list. So you might have 24, 25 in order to show specific posts. You can also add custom categories, and to do that you just need to click on there and select the categories you want to display. So just click and select. Or you may wish to show custom tags, and again you just need to click and select from your tags there, and you can have as many or as few as you like there. I'm just going to show mine on recent posts. So if I update that, and then if we refresh our site, we're going to see the notification bar has been changed from a contact form to a recent posts with that scrolling, with that little post image displaying there as well. And so say if I wanted to turn off the post thumbnail, I just tick that, update, and we would see that on our site. So if I refresh that, then perhaps we've got a notification bar taking up a little less space there. Next option is to add an email newsletter subscribe form. This is one of the really powerful uses of the notification bar, and one which you've probably seen around the internet. This is a really great way of encouraging users to subscribe to your site and staying engaged as visitors. So you wish to add some text such as sign up to our newsletter. And you can then choose a service. You have the option to choose between FeedBurner, MailChimp, Aweber, GetResponse, Campaign Monitor, and MadMimi. And these are all different email marketing platforms which you may already be using. So FeedBurner here, in order to use FeedBurner, you need to get your FeedBurner ID. To do that, you can just follow this link, which will give you some instructions which you just need to follow. And you'll see that the FeedBurner ID is now the same as the name appended to your FeedBurner URL, such as feeds.feedburner.com/mythemeshop. So I just enter my theme shop there. But you can follow those instructions in order to find your ID there. And you want a button text, so subscribe is great for me. So I'm going to add that notification in, and if we refresh, we're now going to see I've got sign up to our newsletter, enter our email addresses, and then click subscribe. And that's going to subscribe people to our MailChimp, and that's going to subscribe people to our FeedBurner subscription and set that up also magically for them. We have a couple of other email services such as MailChimp. For that, you have the option to include a name and last name field, but you're going to need a FeedBurner API key in order to use this. To find your API key, you just need to follow these instructions from MailChimp, and all you need to do is go into your account, click on Account. Once you're logged in, head to Extras and then API Keys, and click Create a Key, and then that's going to generate an API key which you can just copy and then paste into this field here. Once you've done that, you're going to have a list drop down which is going to grab all of the available MailChimp lists, and you just need to select the one you want to add your subscribers to, and then you can have a submit button again, and also a success message for when users have subscribed. So I'll just show you what that looks like by putting in a dummy link there. And then if we refresh on our site, you're going to see we have the first name field, the email field, and then the subscribe button. And once the user's added that in, they're going to get a success message as well. And you can, of course, tick or change those to remove the first or last name fields as well. It's a similar process for the other email marketing platforms, such as Aweber Aweber, you're going to need an authorization code, and you can just click that button in order to generate your authorization code, and you can then choose the list you want to add people to, and you've got button and success text there as well. Get response, you need an API key, and again, if you follow that link there, that's going to show you how to do it. And campaign monitor, you're also going to need an API key, and again, that link has all the details. And Mad Mimi, you need to enter your username or email, and then your API key, and just choose your list there. So that's how you set up your newsletter subscription on your notification bar. Next option is social media, and here we have the option to add different social media platforms. You can just do that by clicking this button, selecting the service you wish to add. For example, you may wish to add Facebook, and then typing in the URL of your Facebook page. And then you can add as many of these as you like. So we might add Twitter as well. And you just need to type in the link here. And you also might like to add, say, YouTube here. And just type in your YouTube channel URL. And once you're done with those, you can even drag those around in order to change the order, and also add some text. For example, keep up to date with us. And once you're done with that, once you've added as many as you like, you just need to save that, head over to your site, refresh, and you're going to see that you've got this notification bar with those social media services that we've added, and a nice little hover effect on those as well. You can add as many of those as you like, drag and drop to rearrange those like so. Facebook feeds, you can use this in order to show content from your Facebook page. So you might wish to add follow us on Facebook. You then need your Facebook page ID, which you can find just by following this link and then typing in the URL of your Facebook page. So in order to find my theme shop, I just need to add that URL in and look up the ID. Just copy that and then paste it onto that field. You then need to choose the number of posts to display, and you just need to then follow these instructions in order to set up an app, and then enter the app ID and app secret key below in order to grab the content and display it on the notification bar. Just need to follow those instructions in order to do that. For Twitter, you can, again, similar to Facebook, show recent content from your Twitter feed. And you can do that by just adding some text. For example, follow us on Twitter. And again, you've got options to show the number of recent tweets. And you're also going to need to follow those instructions in order to see how to set up an API key, an API secret key, and then grab a token and secret token from Twitter. And those instructions there have all the details on how to do that and how to display your recent tweets. Also have a countdown timer. Here you can use the notification bar to add a countdown timer, which is going to count down to a specific event. And you can also have a call to action text in order to encourage your users to act on the countdown. So for example, you might have the countdown to tell your users about the time until you've got a launch. And you can just use this date picker here just by clicking on that to pick up a date, and then just drop in a date there. And also choose a time, so we might have 10:30, for example, but you can just set this to whatever you like. You can also add a button. For example, you might encourage users to find out more. And then you might want to just send them to a page on your site, such as the launch page. So if we just save that, then we're going to refresh our site, and we're going to add a countdown timer here, which is telling our users we have 16 days, 0 hours, and then 16 minutes. And those are the seconds counting down until we launch. And we're going to encourage them to find out more and drive visitors to that part of our site. If we head back to our dashboard though, then next up we have video. This is another type of content you can add. Here you can use the notification bar to encourage users to click the link, which is going to pop up a video. So we might want to say, watch this exclusive video. You can then choose between a YouTube or Vimeo video, and you just need to enter the link, which I'm going to do here. So I can do that there. And now if we update and refresh our site, then we're going to have a notification bar, which is going to show we have an exclusive video for our visitors to watch. And if they click that, then that's going to pop up in that light box there, and then they can watch that at their own leisure. If we head back to the dashboard though, next up we have a search form. Here you can enter some text, and then the notification bar will display a search form. So I'll just show you what that looks like here. So we update that and then click refresh. You're going to see we've got a search form here, which is going to display on the notification bar throughout our site. And finally, we have a custom content. Here you can add any custom content, any text, including shortcodes, which is going to allow you to add just anything else that you want to have in the notification bar. So I'm just going to add some dummy text in here. So say testing custom content, and then click update on that. And so you can use that, including shortcodes, to display any custom content you want in your notification bar. So those are the different types of content. Next up is the styling tab. And you can use this to change the appearance of the notification bar. You can either choose between these 3 predefined color sets, or you can use these color pickers here in order to choose custom colors. At the bottom, you're going to see you have a font sections such as font size, a font weight, and a line height. And you can also choose whether to add a drop shadow. I'm going to just change the color from this default to perhaps a white. And if we update that and then just refresh our site, we're going to see we've got a white notification bar. But to also make that pop a bit, we might just add a drop shadow and then click update. And that's just going to make the notification bar stand out a little bit. You also have the option though to change any of the predefined sets. So if we wanted perhaps a different color background, perhaps a yellow background on the white default set, then we can just make that a little bit more exciting. And you can change the predefined sets just by clicking these, and you can customize that all to make it match the color of your site. And as I said, you've got the options for font, which you can just use these to change the font size, and also the font weight and the line height, which is how much space there is around each line. And you can just play with those in order to make those match, the styling match the exact look and feel of your site. Final tab to look at is conditions. This is how we control when and where to display the notification bar. And this is a really powerful set of tools. I'm just going to show you through that now. So the first option is to have the notification bar display on specific locations. And if we click that, you're going to see we have all of these different text boxes, which will choose where we want to display the notification bar. So for example, we may wish to only display on our homepage, on pages, and you can also select the pages you want to show. And these are all the different pages I've got. So if I wanted to only display the notification bar on specific pages, I could just select those from the list there. If you leave it blank, that's going to display on all pages. And it's the same thing for posts, and you can show a comma-separated list of post IDs, and you find those using the method I showed you earlier. Or if you leave that blank, that's going to display on all posts. And then you have category archives, and you can just click on that to bring up a list of all your categories, and either tick the ones you want, or just click the ones you want, or leave that blank to show on all category archives. Same for tags, just click or leave blank. Data archives, author archives, error 404 page, search result page, or a custom. And here you can just enter a custom URL. For example, contact might be a page you want to display on, and just hit enter in order to add those. So if I have 2, I can just click enter to add those and then delete those. And you can just use these to select the ones you want. So I may wish to have the notification bar I've got here only display on the home page, and in order to do that, I would just have the home page button ticked and then update that. And if we refresh that, we're going to see that we've got the notification bar still showing on our home page. But if we go to any other page on our site, we're going to see the notification bar has disappeared. And you can use these options to add some really advanced targeting to your site. So you can have one notification bar that displays on the home page, but another that's going to display on specific posts or specific areas of your site. So now we've got one just displaying on the home page. We're going to create another notification bar just by clicking Add New. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the conditions. So just add a quick title in there. I'm going to just add some content quickly. We'll show a newsletter sign up box, let's say, and just leave that in a dummy situation for you. If we head back to the conditions, then we can use these to display the notification bar in a different section of the site. And you can use the not in specific locations in order to do this. So for example, if I tick the home page here, this is going to show the notification bar in all locations along my site other than the home page. So if I just click publish there, and we just refresh our site or head to the home page, we're going to see we've got this first notification bar displaying on the home page. But if we go to any other page, we're going to see we've got this email sign up form instead. And I'll just show you some category archives here. You see you've got the email notification, whereas on the home page you've got this first notification bar. If we head back to the settings, I'll just show you some of the other options here for conditions. You can also, as with the on specific locations, just select pages, posts, category archives, and specific ones all the way down there. You just need to tick them and choose the specific ones you want to display. You also have simply the option to display the notification bar to visitors who are or are not logged in, and you just need to select the one you want there. So you may wish to show one to admins on your site, so users on your site and who are logged in, and another to visitors who are not logged in. You can show the notification bar if it's been seen by the user a certain number of times. So for example, you might want to show the notification bar only if the user has seen it less than one time or 2 times, and you just select those numbers there. So I'll just refresh that and show you what that looks like. If we just head over to our live site, then we're going to see the one on the home page is still going to display the whole time. Whereas if we head to a post, then because we've already seen the notification bar that we're displaying on all locations other than the home page, we've already seen that once, so that's not going to display now. And we're going to just go to another section of our site, and you'll see that's going to stay as it is. Whereas if we go to the home page, that one has no conditions attached to it for a number of times you've seen it. So that's still going to display there. And you can just change that number in order to change the number of times. And you might want to use this in order to perhaps not frustrate your visitors with too many notifications. And you can just untick that to disable that there. You also have the option to display the notification bar only on mobile devices. So you may wish to have one targeted to your mobile visitors or not on mobile devices. So if I tick that and refresh the site, we're going to see that if we just head to a post, that's not going to display there because we are using a desktop. Whereas if I was on a mobile device, then that would be showing up. And vice versa, if I just tick the not on mobile devices, then if I refresh that and save, we're going to see the notification bar show up here, but it wouldn't show up on a mobile device such as a phone or a tablet. And you may wish to create an extra notification bar in order to have one targeted at those specific users of your site. You also have the option to show the notification bar only to visitors arriving from specific referrers. So you can tick this to only show the notification bar to visitors who've arrived via a search engine. So you may wish to use this to create an extra notification bar, which is going to show to those users to perhaps encourage new users and capture those search engine leads. Or you can use the custom referrers here, and you can use this to show the notification bar only to users arriving from specific websites. So if you have a high referring website that you want to capture, then you can use this option to try and capture those visitors with the notification bar. If I just head to my homepage here, I'll just replicate that by copying the URL and pasting it in there. And you can see I can add multiple URLs here. But because I've added in my homepage, if I just update that and then refresh, we're going to see that on the homepage here, we've got the standard homepage notification bar. Whereas if we click through onto a page, and thus if we are referring from the URL I've just added, then you're going to see on this post, we've got the sign up form that is our new notification bar, and that we are a referrer from that URL, which is why that is displaying on that post. So that's some really powerful options there that you can use to capture specific leads from specific websites or search engines. That's just a demonstration of how you might use that. You can also use the final option to show or hide the notification bar if they're not from a specific referrer. So if they're not from a search engine or not from a specific URL, which can be any URL that you want to enter there. And you can also add multiple there just by clicking enter after you've added the URL. As well as all that, you can also stack conditions in order to create some really advanced complex conditions, which will add advanced targeting for where the notification bar is showing on your site. So you might want to have not from a specific referrer, not from mobile devices, visitor not logged in, and not in specific locations. And you can just change all of those options and then click update. That's going to save that there. But then you might want to add a further notification bar. And then if we head to conditions, you can then have conditions which do not conflict with the first one. So having showed it not on the home page, we might want to use this one to show it only on posts, or having showed this not on mobile devices, we might want a new notification bar showing only on mobile devices and not from specific referrers. And so you'll just see there how you can play around with those settings in order to create really advanced targeting and make full use of the real power of the WP notification bar plugin. So I'm just going to publish that just to save that. And finally, if you click on notification bars on the menu on the left-hand side, you're going to see here that you've got a section where you can manage and just access all of the notification bars you've created. And if you want to delete any, you just need to hover over and click trash, and that's going to delete that. That's really all there is to it. You just need to install the plugin, head to notification bars, click add new, and here you can add a title which won't show up, just for your reference. And you can go through all these settings to add some really complex and intuitive and innovative notification bars throughout your sites. You've got general, content, style, and conditions, and you can stack those conditions, choose the styling to match your site, choose the content you want to display, and also you've got general settings here, where you can just set the general settings of the notification bar. It's really all there is to it. If you have any queries, don't hesitate to get in contact with one of our support team at community.mythemeshop.com. And thank you very much for watching.